Hey guys, and what is up? Welcome back to our Let's Explore series. Today we're going to be doing Gruu'ls Lair, which is the second leg of progression in our Tier 4 raid. In Gruu'ls Lair, you're going to be picking up your shoulders and your leg pieces, as opposed to Karazhan, which is where we found our hands, and I believe it was the helm that drops. So as you can see, we're still sporting our same Tier 4 with the makeshift helm for now, but also this mace. This mace is something that drops from the first boss here in Gruu'ls Lair. It's one of the more noteworthy and I guess cooler looking weapons and things that will drop from here. Now Gruu'ls Lair is a very small raid. There's only 2 bosses, so it should not take us much time at all. It's located here in the Blade's Edge Mountains, over here in the top corner here, the top right hand corner. Quickest way to get there is to fly to this spot here in Evergrove, and that is a neutral flight path, so I believe Horde and Alliance should be able to fly straight there. In Gruu'ls Lair is this big opening here. As you can see, there's all these spikes around the area, the huts from the ogres. And Gruu'ls Lair is just right in here. This raid used to be part of an attunement quest as well to get into Serpent Shrine Cavern. In Burning Crusade, you had to have completed Gruu'ls Lair before you ever moved on and into Serpent Shrine Cavern, which was the next leg in your tier progression. I believe it was your tier 5. Now what we're looking at here at the first boss, High King Mulgar, you have 4 adds with him, 4 mobs, which are also noted as bosses, more or less. Very small bosses, but still bosses. They each have different mechanics and different things they do. The priest does heal. I believe the Kigler the Crazed, he disorients. The summoner, he summons demons as well as can seduce, I believe. He can like charm you. And then I believe Krosh the Firehand just tends to do a lot of damage. So if you are in here with lower gear and you want to systematically take them out, what you might want to do is mark each of them individually so you know where they're at. I do recommend killing the healer first, then the summoner, going for Crazed, and then Firehand, with King Mulgar last. But we're going to make this really simple for this run. We're just going to charge in, pop cooldowns, and Blade Storm, and it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Everything's dead. Done. And as you can see, as you kill them, they despawn. They don't have any loot themselves, just the boss. Those. All of our shoulders. Now the nice thing about Gruu'ls Lair here with this particular raid is, unlike Karazhan where you're only seeing 1 tier token drop, it does tend to drop at least 1 of each, or it tends to drop 3 of the tokens. You may see duplicates, but your chances of getting your token in here are a lot higher than getting the ones in Karazhan. So that's kind of neat, to where you're not going to spend as much time in here. Luckily, again, this place isn't too long, it's not too big, so it shouldn't be too much of a hassle. As you can see, just some smaller trash mobs in here. And again, you do, however, have to beat that first boss before trying to progress into Gruul. It won't allow you. That gate back there will still be up, and so you have to be able to beat the first boss and his adds before you can progress to Gruul, but it shouldn't be too difficult at all. So now here we are looking at Gruul, the Dragon Killer. He looks pretty gnarly, and his story is just about as crazy as he is. When the Black Dragonflight came through the Dark Portal, originally Deathwing fled with a bunch of his eggs and his brood to try to hide them here in Outland, or Draenor at the time, to keep the races from Azeroth from destroying them. Now the interesting thing with that is the races and inhabitants of Draenor were unfamiliar and unaccustomed to the dragons, and so they didn't necessarily have the fear or terror of them like they did. Now the problem that Deathwing made, or the mistake that he made, was he didn't account to the ogres and their very, very powerful leaders not taking too kindly to this challenge to their sovereignty here, especially in Blade's Edge Mountains. And so when Deathwing left his eggs here, he left only a few of the dragons, and they ended up just getting massacred. And as you go through Blade's Edge Mountain, you can just see bones scattered everywhere, just dragon bones everywhere, and those are remnants of Deathwing's failure. Gruul the Dragon Slayer, he actually, if you wander around, I believe it is Negrin, you can actually see one of his sons wandering. He's a quest mob. His title is Son of Gruul. Gruul is, I should rather say, is the father of 7 Gron lords. And he's just an absolute beast. He's quite intelligent, lore states, even though he seems to be just nothing but a brute. He's only got one eye, and there he is picking his ear. Oh, timing. And so we're seeing some kind of cool connections here between just some of the bigger lore characters and some of the lesser known ones. I figure anyone that can give Deathwing a run for his money has got to be pretty beastly, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right in and just get this over with. Now, some of the mechanics you'll need to watch out for is he'll start causing earthquakes where rocks will fall down, do some AoE damage. And he really doesn't last too much longer than those mechanics. Again, just where damage is at and where his health is at, you don't see too much other than those. But it's something to keep a lookout for. So again, you're seeing our leg tokens drops. We had 3 of those drops. We had our warrior ones and 100 pounds. So 1 of each dropped. Nice. And then belt and a trinket. So yeah, that's Gruul's Lair. Short, sweet, to the point, very soloable, very doable. First boss, definitely harder than the second here, just because of all the mechanics you have with those ads. But if you kill the healer and then the warlock first, you shouldn't have too much of trouble. You know, I did just remember though, the one mob, the orc or ogre that had the title of the Crazed. I believe he will actually polymorph you. So depending on your kill order, you might want to either do him or the warlock next in that kill order. Again, kind of a nasty mechanic. Definitely doable for you and a friend. 2 people can blast this no problem, but it is soloable. It may take a while just to kind of get those first mobs down, but other than that, that's it really. And pretty short and sweet. Hope you enjoyed the video. Kind of nice short one after how long Karazhan took. Had to break that one up into 2 parts, as you might have noticed, just because or else it would have been just way too long, and I feel like that's way too much to ask anybody to sit there for 40-50 minutes and watch one video. So hope you've been enjoying this series. I am enjoying it. Our next destination will be Magtheridon's Lair, which will be another short instance, just 1 boss in there. We may even just get it up this week just because it's so short and easy to do. But other than that, as always, please leave your comments, favorites. Don't forget to share the video. It does help hoping to just gain more subscribers and keep growing the channel. Other than that, I think that is it. So I will see you guys next time.